Once you boot your Kali Linux machine, open a terminal window and plug in your network adapter. The first step will be to find the name of the network adapter, which you can do by typing IPA or ifconfig. Here, the name of our network adapter is WLAN1. We'll be using a program called arrowdumpng to find any nearby WEP networks. So type arrowdumpng and then encrypt WEP and press enter. Oops, sorry, we'll also need to put in the name of our network adapter. So type in WLAN1. There we go. Now as you can see, it instantly found a network using a WEP connection nearby, or WEP encryption nearby. So we'll go ahead and note the channel that it's on, which is channel 6, and then the BSSID, which is also the MAC address. So we'll copy this MAC address because we'll need it for the next step, in which we will tell bsideng, a tool for attacking wireless networks, that we want to attack that network and only that network. Now it's important for us to mention here that attacking a network that you don't have permission to can be a crime depending on where you live. So you need to do this against a network you have written permission to audit, or your own network in the event that you're just kind of testing this out. As I said, WEP networks make a great honeypot, so make sure you're not cracking into anything you don't have permission to. Now, to start bsideng, type bsideng, the name of the network adapter, WLAN1, and then tac C for channel 6, and tac B, and paste the BSSID. So now when you press enter, we should start injecting packets only for this one particular network, because if we didn't put this, bsideng would just attack every single network nearby in no particular order. So after executing this, we can see that after an initial hiccup, bsideng is running, and it's selected the correct network that we want to attack. So IVs are the type of packets that we can use to crack this password. And bsideng will continue to try to stimulate as many as possible, first with just injection, but then with flood. So if your network card goes down for some reason, or if there's any other issue, you can generally just run the command again, because it's saving all these things to a .cap file, which will save all the IVs that you are able to pull down from bsideng. And if you're really having trouble with your network card, you can just run aircrackng to get both the hex version of the password, which bsideng will give you at the end of this process, or it can also give you the ASCII version of the password, which is much easier for people to remember. So hopefully we'll be able to get a, oh there we go, we'll be able to get a packet that allows us to flood and really create a ton of different IVs in our cap file. And it's important to note that this is going pretty fast. If you were a person who had this WEP network, you probably should be worried that we would be able to get in here in less than 5 minutes, maybe even less than 2 minutes, because once somebody's on your network, they can do things like a man-in-the-middle attack, which basically controls your internet experience, can route you to fake login pages, run keyloggers, and otherwise steal passwords and worm their way into your life even worse. So now you can see we're doing flood cracking, we're getting a whole bunch of packets, and once we reach around 25,000, we can expect the security of this network to fail. And that just means that we have enough information to crack the password. We no longer need to even be connected to it, because we can just run this crap offline wherever we are. So we're at about 6,000 now. Let's watch as we go up to, let's say, around 25,000, and we should see an output from bsideng telling us that it's cracked the password and giving us the hex version. As you can see, bsideng has managed to get into this network in about 5 minutes and 1 second. That's not great security for any wireless network, so if you're using WEP, this is a good sign that maybe you should switch. Now, as you can see, we've got the ASCII version, or sorry, we got the hex version of this password, which is just a bunch of numbers. If you want to get the ASCII version, which is actually in text and much easier for a human to remember, you can do that too by using aircrackng. To do so, just type aircrackng, and then /wep.cap. Here we can see number 1 is the network that we're trying to crack. So just type 1, and it should get to work cracking the key and giving you the, here we go, the ASCII version, which is just ALF20. So that was cracking a WEP network, and it only took us about 5 minutes. It actually usually goes a lot faster. This network was a little bit slower than usual. Typically, you can expect this in between a minute and a half to 3 minutes if someone's on the network actually doing something like streaming or visiting different web pages. Pretty easy. As you can see from this demonstration, WEP provides virtually no barrier to anybody looking to attack your network. Now, this is a problem because anybody on your network can launch a man-in-the-middle attack, which can completely control your internet experience and even steal your passwords. So if you or anyone you know uses WEP security on any of your networks, you should change it immediately. Thanks for watching this episode of Cyber Weapons Lab. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.